The key to any successful defensive system begins with proper positioning of the defenders. Covering the players without the puck is just as important as defending against the puck carrier. As much as players must be prepared to pressure the puck in one-on-one situations, support away from the one-on-one is equally critical. All players must work together and be prepared to defend as a group. Communication is key to ensuring that everyone understands their responsibilities and provides support and direction to each other.
Important areas. The house. The area near the crease and slot is often called the house. This diagram shows the house. It is called the house because, like your home, you want to protect this area. Nearly all goals are scored from this area, so it is the most critical area for a defensive team to cover. In times of confusion, all players should recover to the house. After recovery, players can move back out to take away time and space from the opposition. The priority areas. In this diagram, you will see 5 areas marked 1 through 5. These areas are marked in order of where goals are scored. Area 1 is the crease area where most goals are scored. Area 2 is the slot area where the next most goals are scored. Area 3 is the point area where many scoring opportunities are created if shots from this area reach the net. Area 4 is the area behind the net, and a strategy must be developed to protect against wraparounds and passes to the crease and slot from this area. Area 5 are the corners of the rink on each side of the defensive zone and have the lowest priority because of the minimal scoring danger from that area of the rink. Area 1 is the most likely area from which a goal will be scored, and Area 5 is the least likely area from which a goal will be scored. A player should never be in a higher numbered area when the opposition has the puck in a lower numbered area. If the puck reaches Area 1, all 5 players should collapse to that area to help the goaltender. Goals scored in the 2003 NHL playoffs. This first chart shows the location of the goal scorer for goals scored in round 1 of the 2003 NHL playoffs. This second chart shows the location of the goal scorer for goals scored in round 2 of the 2003 NHL playoffs. Both of these diagrams are provided to show the necessity of protecting the house during defensive zone coverage. Backcheck to the house, crease. When backchecking, the forwards should skate directly toward the middle of the house. This diagram shows the path backcheckers should take when returning to their own end of the ice. Forwards backcheck to the house because this is the area where most goals are scored. By backchecking to the house, the defenders keep the opposition to the outside of the rink and thus reduce their goal-scoring opportunities. Further, if the play advances deeper in the house to the crease area, all 5 players should backcheck to the crease to help protect that area. Remember, a player should never be in a higher numbered area when the opposition has the puck in a lower numbered area. If the puck reaches Area 1, which is the crease, all 5 players should collapse to that area to help the goaltender. The following video clip demonstrates this point.
Before moving into defensive zone coverage positioning, all players should backcheck to protect the house, and if necessary, all 5 players should backcheck to the crease area if the play moves in that direction.
Face the puck with stick in passing lanes. While backchecking to the house, all defenders should face the puck and have their stick down on the ice to cover the passing lanes. The following video clip demonstrates this point.
On this backcheck, note how the forwards backcheck first to protect the house. Then note how all the defending players are facing the puck with their sticks on the ice covering the passing lanes. And finally note how once the house is secure, the defender at the puck explodes to take away the time and space of the puck carrier.
Explode to coverage. As this diagram illustrates, once the house and crease is secured, players should explode to their designated areas to take away time and space from the opposition. The following video clip demonstrates this point.
This defenseman gets picked, allowing the puck carrier to attack through the outside lane. This back-checking forward skates towards the middle of the slot to help keep the play on the outside, and then explodes to coverage and blocks a point shot to prevent a second scoring chance.
Coaches may find it easier to divide the defensive zone into smaller areas. Basic defensive zone coverage starts in Zone 1, the contact zone, with D1 playing the puck carrier. Depending on the gap and the puck carrier's level of control, the defenseman should either pressure or contain. The first forward back supports D1 by taking up a position in Zone 2. By playing slightly off the puck and in a defensive side position, F1 is available to jump to a loose puck or play the one-on-one if D1 is beaten off the wall. Zone 3, or net front coverage, is the responsibility of the second defenseman. D2 should have his feet facing up ice and his head on a swivel when in Zone 3 coverage. Zone 4, the high slot, is patrolled by F2, the second forward back. The responsibility of F2 is to cover the offensive weak side defenseman or sag to net front coverage in support of D2. Zone 5 is the responsibility of the third forward. F3 must play on the defensive side of the strong side offensive defenseman and should be ready to intercept a pass to the point. If the puck moves from one corner to the other, defensive players should switch sides by moving through the slot. Here, D2 jumps from net front position into Zone 1. F1 tracks the play by moving across the slot, reassuming Zone 2. D1 moves into net front coverage in Zone 3. Before moving to Zone 5, F2 must hold Zone 4 until F3 moves into the high slot position. Shading in the defensive zone is a modification of basic defensive zone coverage. The net front defenseman shades or moves to take away the options of the third offensive forward. If the net front defenseman shades, the Zone 4 forward